The first shipment of humanitarian aid bound for the U.S.-built pier in Gaza is now on its way. Officials say the effort will begin with 90 trucks per day into the territory and soon ramp up to 150 trucks. But questions remain on whether it will be a successful operation for tens of thousands of Palestinians who are already witnessing famine. Katie Striffolino joins me now for more. She is the director of humanitarian policy at Mercy Corps and has been working closely with the group's team in Gaza. Is there enough? Well, tell us what you think about this pier, how much it will supply, and what that will do to contribute to lessening the chance for famine in Gaza.
Yeah, it's a good question, and thanks for having Mercy Corps on the show. What we've been saying from the very beginning, and this remains true to date, is this pier is really a performative distraction from the core issues at hand. We know that there is plenty of aid sitting on the other side of the border crossings. This pier really shows the high degree of frustration countries, including Israel's allies, are experiencing in working with the Israelis to get enough aid safely to the people who are starving.
When you say it's a performative distraction, do you mean this is happening with the intent of the people building the pier, or it's a distraction from the real issue and they're just trying to work their way around that blockage that you mentioned?
Right. Well, the real issue here is that, one, it's not safe anywhere in Gaza. We know that. And until there is a full and longstanding ceasefire, it's nearly impossible to move around. Secondly, the pier, the capacity that it has to be able to bring aid over is not meaningful. It's not going to be sufficient to meet the demands of the needs of Palestinians across Gaza who are in the midst of a famine. So any aid is helpful, to be very clear, including maritime aid delivered through this pier, but it's just not going to provide the aid at scale that's required to address this catastrophic famine and hunger catastrophe that we are all experiencing in Gaza.
And Katie, tell me, you've been in touch with staff on the ground in Rafah. What are you hearing? What are their expectations?
Yeah, so we've been in touch with our staff on a daily basis as best as we can. They are sharing with us pretty horrific stories. One Mercy Corps colleague said Tuesday morning, so yesterday, she woke her 6-month-old baby up in the middle of the night to play, and with the heavy bombardment going on, she thought it would be their last night alive. So she said, if this would be my last night, at least I got the chance to hug my daughter for the last time. That really is emblematic of how our staff in Gaza are feeling right now. They're terrified. They don't know what to do. There's no place safe. And in fact, one of our staff members in Rafah, this is Western Rafah, not in the evacuation zone, was injured by shrapnel on Wednesday. I'm happy to report the injuries were not life-threatening, and he was treated and released from hospital. But this is the situation, and our staff are facing impossible decisions on a daily basis.
And Katie, just to remind at the end here, other than a ceasefire, is there any next step that would be helpful that we should focus on?
Absolutely. I mean, ceasefire is a non-negotiable because nowhere is safe inside Gaza, as we know. What we need to additionally happen is all overland border crossing points to be fully open and accessible to humanitarian aid agencies. Right now, for example, Kerem Shalom is not functional. There are reports that some trucks have gotten through. As of this morning, we can confirm no aid has gotten through. And obviously, the Rafah crossing is fully closed, and it's too dangerous on that side to be able to get in and around. So we need all of these overland options open and available as soon as possible, because I mean these folks are experiencing famine and they're running out of time.
Katie Striffolino with Mercy Corps, thank you so much.
Thank you.